This is the Star News Brief. I'm Joel Iregi. Details have emerged of 10 governors who failed to spend a shilling on development in a record 3 months. The latest expenditure report, covering July to September 2024, reveals the counties that did not spend a penny on development but splurged on other non-priority areas, including travel. The 10 governors are Wesley Rotich of Elgeyo Marakwet, Benjamin Cheboy of Baringo, Simba Arati of Kisii, Issa Timami of Lamu, Johnson Sakaja of Nairobi, Moses Badilisha of Nyandarua, Godana Dado of Tana River, and Jonathan B. of Uasin Gishu. Others are Simon Kachapin of West Pokot and Joseph Olelenku of Kajiado. Get a copy of the Star e-paper for only 40 shillings by logging on to www.mgazzetti.com. A bid by senators to give MPs, governors, parastatal chiefs and other state officers the leeway to bag state tenders has been reversed. A House team has strengthened President William Ruto's proposed conflict of interest law to make it bite public servants caught in graft probes. The Joint Committee of the National Assembly and Senate has restored provisions of the Conflict of Interest Bill 2023, which senators expunged. In May, senators voted to remove the radical proposals by the Ruto team, to the chagrin of the anti-graft body EACC and the president. Kenya will seek a mix of public-private partnerships and development partners funding to boost its electricity infrastructure after the collapse of the Adani deal, Energy CS Opiyo Wandayi has indicated. He said the ministry is also taking a second shot at the lifting of the moratorium on power purchase agreements to increase production and distribution ahead of next year's launch of the regional power trade under the Eastern Africa Power Pool that allows cross-border transmission and trade in energy among the 13 member states. Importers and dealers of second-hand cars in Kenya are staring at losses that could run into millions of shillings on the back of delays in deliveries at the port of Mombasa. This is as a result of longer shipping time occasioned by disruption in the Red Sea as a result of the Houthi rebels' attacks. With only 26 days to go before the December deadline, which locks out vehicles older than 8 years, dealers are now worried the country could experience one of the worst incidences on failure to have units cleared on time. Kamau Ngugi not only cares about the welfare and safety of human rights defenders, but also ensures upcoming activists in remote areas are trained on activism. From working in the background to mobilize legal support for arrested activists, raising medical support for the sick and injured during protests, or securing release of those arrested, Ngugi's heart is not just in the activism of the present, but also the future. The executive director of Defenders Coalition says training activists and recognizing their work is important in motivating them to push the lines. Get a copy of the Star e-paper for only 40 shillings by logging on to www.mgazzetti.com.